Is there somebody in your pickleball circle who never organizes a game, but he always assumes he's in your game, perhaps even inviting himself? If you've got a pickleball freeloader or pickleball crasher, or even worse, both, today's pod is for you. All right, folks, we have an Ask Aaron first. On our last pod, we had a gentleman named Han who complained about the on-court banter of Chad, and Chad heard the episode. And Chad made a strong move here. No whining, no blocking, no subtweeting. Straight to my inbox with a great Ask Aaron question. Respect, Aaron. I have a subject matter I would like to hear you discuss. Suppose you have a friend, let's call him Han, who never, ever, ever organizes a game, but he always invites himself to games you organize. That's quite an effective counterclaim from Chad. Han, you might need to lawyer up here. Trust me, you don't want Chewy going against Chad in court. Because if I'm the judge on this case, I am very sympathetic to the people who actually organize things. I was just telling somebody the other day, since about 2021, when I started taking my own rec games in my own hands, I probably set up about 1 or 2 rec games a week. You multiply it 52 weeks by 5 years, maybe 1.25 rec games a week on average. That's about 325 rec games that I have organized. And people always want to change the time and the location. You got to deal with that. People get sick, their kids running late at school, somebody gets hurt. And then some people don't want to play with other people. And then all this kind of blows up when you're in like a big Zoom call with your client and you got 3 other work things to do. And then you find that fourth player, you save the day. And after all the games are over, you don't even get a thanks for organizing. And then these hand guys just kind of show up and kind of treat you like a public utility customer service rep. Like, hey, Aaron, could we play with some newer lifetime balls next time? Or, hey, Aaron, it was a little windy at Meadowbrook. Let's do it inside next time. Or, hey, Aaron, can you dial back the lobs a little next time? I mean, come on. You know who never treats me like a customer service rep? My friend Phil Locklear, who is in my pickleball planter spotlight for today. Not long ago, he generously donated so many great paddles to my nonprofit, and now those are all around the world in the hands of people who otherwise might not have a paddle. Phil's a great player. He beat Ben Johns. Great guy. He does limited coaching. He could really help you. He sees a lot of things other people don't see. He's helped my game. Who knows? He could help you. Phil, thank you to your generosity to Pickleball Planner. Chad, what I propose for you is start giving Han some much needed organizational experience. Maybe you could do this kind of more indirectly. Tell him you got a really busy week. Maybe you got a big case coming up. You're not by your phone a ton. And ask Han to kind of stay on top of things, set up a game and see how he does. And if he does a good job, put him in charge of the next one and he might have another job on his hands. Or you could do it more directly, kind of be like, Han, it's time for you to start pitching in and organizing some of this stuff. Your turn is next Tuesday. You kind of put the ball in his hands. See how he does. Initially I thought this Han guy seemed kind of like a courageous space pilot with lots of swagger on the pickleball court. But he actually kind of sounds a little bit more like a big talking sales guy who loves to brag between games about how he brought all the stakeholders together to land the Johnson account. But get him to organize a game, Wednesday at 4 o'clock, getting 3 other guys, he can't close that deal. So maybe Han just doesn't step up. Well, then maybe we go the capitalistic route here and we start charging him for Chad's pickleball organizational subscription service. So we could tack on like a non-organizer participation surcharge of $10 per session. I'm sure he would love to pay that. And if he invites himself, then you tack on like an unscheduled appearance fee of $15 per session. This could be a real good side hustle for you, Chad. And of course, we'll adjust all these fees quarterly for inflation. And by the way, Chad, I would love to help deliver some of these invoices to Han to make sure he gets it on time, make sure he knows it's due upon receipt, and not like a net 90. So you get that Venmo quickly. So are there flags on Han here? Absolutely. Illegal substitution penalty on Han for inviting himself and not organizing anything. Han's got to organize at least 5 rec games and at least 1 round of drinks and apps. And trust me, he can afford it. So, Chad, I wish you all the best in your journey to get Han to transition from being an opinionated freeloading participant to an effective community organizer. please keep me updated on how this is going. And if we need a bit of an attitude adjustment for Han, I'm more than happy to do another pod. And Han, I know you're listening out there, and if you want to stay in these good groups, it's time for you to step up here, or else you might be taking the Millennium Falcon over to Hilltop to stack paddles with AARP's finest on weekday mornings. So that's Ask Aaron for today. If you like what you heard, please like and subscribe so you can help this channel grow, and that way we can continue the movement to end all those pickleball crashers and freeloaders once and for all. Look forward to seeing you next time. Until next pod.